All right, let's go to the next one because we're running long here. So the 11 note away major 7. So a major 7, which is the same interval as a major scale as we look at the Lydian here, because of course it's a major mode. So let's say we're on the same string. I'm not going to go up 11 because that would be a long reach. I can take the inverse distance. I'm losing my voice. So if we take the inverse distance, it would be 12 minus 11, which would be 1. So it's 1 note back. So the 1 note back, that's the easiest way to get there. So we're going to say, if I went from E to F, that would be a 1 note away, which would be a minor second. If I go from F back to E, therefore that's an 11 note away, which would be a major 11. If I go up 1 string, then I have to look for the inverse distance. So the inverse distance of an 11 note away major 7 is 12 minus 11 or 1. If I go up, I'm going to call that negative 5, 4, 3. So it'd be negative 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to rush over here. So negative 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. So if I go from top to bottom, E to F, that would be a 1 note away, which would be a minor second. If I go from F to E, therefore, that's going to be an 11 note away major 7, which is that really kind of jawsy, funny sound. Right? Kind of funky sound. So then I'm going to go down 1. So if I go down, I'm looking for 11 notes away. So it's going to be 5, 5. If I go down 1, I'm looking for 11 notes away. So 5. Let's go back. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There's the octave, or 12, and then 11. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frets back. So this is the one that's right in the middle. So it's going to be 6 frets back and 6 frets forward. So if I go down 1, it'd be 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, or 12, and then back to 11. So top to bottom is going to be boom. Okay, so that's that. So that means that if I go down 1 string, the 11 note away major 7 will be 6 frets back unless I cross the fault line, which would happen only on the G string, in which case it should move up and be a little bit easier down here to play, where it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets back. So that's nice. So if I go down 2 strings, then we're going to say, if I go down 2 strings, it's going to be 5, 10, 11. So if I go down 2 strings, let's do it here. It's going to be 5, 10, 11. So if I go down 2 strings, the 11 note away major 7 is 1 fret forward, which makes sense because you might know better actually the minor 7, which would be like this shape from here to here typically. So it would be 1 fret forward from there to go from a 10 note away minor 7 to an 11 note away major 7. So if I go down 2 strings, the 11 note away major 7 is 1 fret forward unless I cross the fault line, which would happen on the D and the G string, in which case, for example, if I was on this F and I went to the E, because it's forward and I'm going down directionally, it would push it out further. Therefore, if I go down 2 strings, the 11 note away major 7 is 1 fret forward unless I cross the fault line, which happens on the D or G string, in which case if I go down 2 strings, the 11 note away major 7 is 2 frets forward. All right, and then we're going to go down to the next one back here. So let's count that one out. 5, 10, up here to 15 because of the fault line. 15 minus 12 is 3, 2, 1, 0, back to the octave, or 12 minus 1 is 11. So if I count it this way, it's going to be 5, 10, 15 up here. 15 minus 12 is 3, 2, 1, 0. There's the octave. Minus 1 is 11. So that means that if I go down 3 strings, the 11 note away major 7 will be 1, 2, 3 frets back. If I go down 3 strings and cross the fault line, the 11 note away major 7 will be 3 frets back. What if I don't cross the fault line? If it was up here, for example, and I went down 3 strings looking for the E, it's going to be a longer distance back. It's going to be 4 frets back. So the rule is if I go down 3 strings, the 11 note away major 7 will be 4 frets back, unless I cross the fault line, which is actually going to happen 2 out of the 3 possible ways to go down 3 strings, in which case it'll be a little bit easier because the fault line pushed this note up, and therefore the 11 note away major 7 will only be 3 frets back. All right, one more. If I go down to the next one, we're going to say it's going to be here. So we're going to say that's going to be 5, 10, and then 15 going this way. 15 minus 12 is 3, plus another 5 is 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. Or I could go up and say, why don't I look at this string and then mirror it on the bottom, which would be the inverse distance, 12 minus 11, which would be 1. This would be negative 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there it is this way. So therefore, if I go down 4 strings, the 11 note away major 7 will always be 1, 2, 3, 4 frets up, because I'm always going to cross the fault line unless we think about it as we go around the horn. Just to get an idea of that, what if we did that? We go around the horn here, around the top of the fretboard. That would be 5 right here. And then I'd go around the top and repeat. That'd still be 5, same note, same 2 strings, or the same pitch-wise. So 5, 10, 15, and then 15 minus 12 is 3, plus another 5 is 8. And so now I've gone as far as I can without crossing the fault line, right? 8, and then 8, and then we're looking for 9, 10, 11. So there it is. So that obviously from here to here, it would be easier for me to measure going up 1 string, crossing the fault line, rather than thinking of going down 4 strings as we go over the top. But it's useful just to know that you can kind of think of this pattern repeating. Just keep it into consideration. What's the problem with thinking of it repeating? It's the fact that these 2 strings are the same. So if I think of it repeating, if I go around the top of the guitar, I'm not going to think about octaves, because that'll mess things up. That'll be more complicated. But I could just think about the notes repeating. But again, you just got to think that this string and this string are the same, and then it will repeat. Like if I went down here and then I just copied like this bit and put it over the top here, then it would repeat. If we just keep on going around over the top.